In today's newspaper, it is given that Michelle Bachelet has got an award. It is given by India that Peace Prize. So write down in your notebook. We have some questions in your exams. So sometimes they will ask you awards. For example, Dada Saheb Phalke Award was won by Mohanlal. Correct? So Nobel Prize, Physics, Chemistry, Literature, Peace. So here we have a prize called as Indira Gandhi Peace Prize. Indira Gandhi Peace Prize. So this time, this lady has won it, and she is one of the most influential women in this world. Okay, so now who she is, will just understand. She belongs to a country called Chile. So this is your current affairs. So now you should know what is the capital, where this country. For example, this is South America continent, and here we have a country called Chile, and what is the capital? Now, from geography perspective, if I want to take from the geography perspective, here I have a range. It goes like this. One of the lengthiest mountain range in the world. This is called as Andes. What is that? Andes. This is the way you will study. The article is about a candidate winning the Indira Gandhi Peace Prize. You'll make notes. Okay, current affairs notes. See, this and this candidate has won it. Now, if you're preparing for AFCAT or some exams other than UPSC, you can just remember this name. Okay, who is the first, who is the present, who is the first woman, who, something like that. But if you're preparing for UPSC, NDA, CDS, okay, some CAPF like that, you should do a little more work. You should think that, okay, which year this Indira Gandhi Peace Prize was started? What are the terms and conditions? Can the person get posthumous? Posthumous means after death. Can a person get that award posthumously? Okay, so how many times foreigner has got it? Okay, something like that. Before this, we had a person called as David Attenborough. Okay, David. I showed you one man. The way he speaks in English. No, I showed that Adele song. David Attenborough. So he's an environmentalist. So he also got that Indira Gandhi Peace Prize. So when the article is there, first you should visualize where is the country. So country is in South America, and the country is this. Chile. After that question, what is the capital? Or maybe what is the currency? So, okay, like that. Okay, after that, we'll have to come back to the current affairs politics. Why this is important? Why the award given to her is important? Okay, look at this. Many years ago, her father was a politician in this country, Chile. There is a book, NCRT 9th Standard Democratic Politics, 10th Standard Democratic Politics. In that book, it is mentioned the story begins like this democracy, what is private, what is republic, something like that. Okay, so her father was a politician. He wanted, he was in this Chile country, but the opposition leader, the military rulers, the dictators, what they did, they bombarded bombs, and her father was killed in that action. Now she took a promise that she will correct the system, she will come to power and do many things. So this is one of the story of like how the democracy, how the people fight for the rights and they come to power. So after some years, she came to power and she ruled Chile. Now in current affairs, few years back in Sri Lanka there was LTTE war. Do you remember LTTE? LTT stands for Liberation Tiger of Tamil Eelam. Okay, Liberation Tiger of Tamil Eelam. So there was a person called as Velupillai Prabhakaran. Okay, Velupillai Prabhakaran. So he was fighting against the Sri Lankan government. There was a violence, you can say extremist way of fighting the freedom. So the Sri Lankan government took action. There was war. There was total force. In this war, Velupillai Prabhakaran died. Now, what was the consequences? During that war, a lot of human rights violation took place. Human rights violation in the sense that women were raped during the war, innocent children were murdered. Okay, so a lot of things were going on. So United Nations Human Rights Council. This is one of the international organizations. So AFCAT question they will ask you what is the headquarter, which year it started. Now recently there was a new United Nations Security Council. You know that? United Nations Security Council, there are totally 15 countries. In those 15 countries, 5 countries are permanent and rest 10 countries are non-permanent. So a country will get a non-permanent membership for maximum 2 years. The third year, the country is not eligible for the election, have to wait for 1 year. Next year again, they'll be chosen as a non-permanent. Okay. Now, what are these 5 countries? We have countries like, okay, what are those countries? USA, we have UK, France, Russia, China. One, two, three, four, five. How many countries we have? 5 countries. Now, why these 5 countries are important? Because these 5 countries they have a power called as veto power. What is that power? Veto power. What is the meaning of veto power? Imagine if I pass a bill. If if one person, imagine USA want to do something in this world, there is a terrorist attack or they want to kill a terrorist, they passed a bill. Now imagine in this case, UK told okay, France is okay, China is okay with that, but Russia is not okay. So even if there is one no, even if there is one no, that bill will be cancelled. So that's the power of veto. Okay, so what is yeah, so this was news yesterday, and Union Security Council, right? So they will ask you questions: where is the headquarter? What are the terms and conditions of permanent and non-permanent members? Now, why did I mention this Human Rights Council? Because the chair of the United Nations Human Rights Council was this lady, and she was about to go to Sri Lanka, and she was about to check whether there was, human rights violation during the Olympics. At that time, Rajapaksa, now he is not in Sri Lanka, he escaped. No, because of the misgovernance, he is not in Sri Lanka. So Indians Sri Lanka were good friend. So somehow, the politics went down in United Nations Human Rights Council, they come in Sri Lanka for the work. Okay, so this goes on. So we'll have to follow what happens next. Okay, what will be the next course of event? Now, in this world, we have two people. Okay, I'm talking about women, strong women. One is this lady, and the next is daughter of Mujibur Rahman. So we can take down. His name is Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. His name is Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and he is favorably called as Bangabandhu. Bangabandhu. So sometimes in exam they will ask you question about the nicknames. Who is called as Mahamana? Who gave the title Mahatma to Mahatma Gandhi? When Bal Gangadhar Tilak got the title of Lokmanya Tilak? Why Vallabhbhai Patel got the title as Sardar? Okay, this is all history questions. So Bangabandhu. Banga means it's a language. Bangala, Bangladesh, West Bengal, Bengal language. And Bandhu means brother. So Banga Bandhu means, Bengalis brother like that. So what happened here? Okay, so before going to this thing, we should remember what is exactly happening here in the Bangladesh regions. Okay, so look at this. So here we have a Pakistan. Here we have a Pakistan. India became independent in the year 1947. Okay, and it was decided that the Muslim majority area will be called as Pakistan, and Hindu majority area will be taken as an India. And according to the India Independence Act 1947, Lord Mountbatten he gave clause that if there is some kingdom like Nizam of Hyderabad, then in Gujarat we have place called as Junagadh, Travancore here, Jammu Kashmir king. Okay, so they were all like kings, the rulers. So according to this act, there was a freedom for kings either to join the Muslim dominion or the Indian dominion, or they can be independent. So making use of this, what happened? There was a confusion going on. At that time, we had Vallabhbhai Patel. We call him as Iron Man of India. Correct? Why we call him as Iron Man of India? Because he united all the provinces. Because of his effort, almost all these provinces were united. Okay, now in this time, what happened? Here we have a Pakistan called as East Pakistan, and here we have a Pakistan called as West Pakistan. And imagine rest of this is India. Okay. Now as the thing went on, okay, this is happening in the year 1971. Okay, 1971. There is a person called as Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Bangabandhu. Okay, he is standing for election here in East Pakistan, and he was little friendly with the Indian leaders. And in 1970s and all, we had a person, a lady, iron lady called as Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi was 1971. She was the Prime Minister of India. And at this time, in this election, what happened? Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman came to power. Now, the West Pakistan, that is Islamabad, now this is called as Pakistan, and the capital is what? Islamabad. Now, Islamabad is worried that this man may become more closer to India, and we may lose this East Pakistan also. Out of our control, we may lose that. So it's not good. So what happened in this election? The West Pakistanis, these people, they started interfering in the election. Okay, and they told that this election is null and void. And in that, during those years, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was brutally killed. He was brutally killed by these people here. So when this leader was killed, this East Pakistan was completely chaos. There was completely madness. People don't know what to do. So what happened? From here, they started escaping to India. And here there is a state, Indian state called as Assam. What is that? Assam. Very important. See now, special intensive reading is going on, revision is going on electoral, right? So Bihar is already done. Now the Election Commission of India is telling that Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, some states will undergo these things, right? Assam is also having an election, but Assam is not undergoing SIR. You understand? So now what? Why? That we'll have to discuss in upcoming classes. Next, look at this. We have a Citizenship Act. So there was a problem in Bangladesh regarding Citizenship Act. We have marriage register, to be reduced. Then we have CAA, okay, Citizenship Amendment Act. You have to check all these things. Then you understand it. So here, the Muslims from this region, they started going to which state of India? Assam. They started settling into Assam. And here we have Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, who is watching this events unfold. Okay, she's watching it at this moment. So when Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was murdered, was assassinated, that time his daughter, okay, his daughter, her name is Sheikh Hasina. What is her name? Sheikh Hasina. Okay, so she was studying in England, was doing some study. And look at this. This is the way you have to do it. Anytime when you read any newspapers, imagine we are discussing about the Bangladesh issue. Immediately you have to check, okay, where is Bangladesh, how it looks, what are the neighboring countries, to all the three sides, what is the country here? India. Now, what is a geography question in your exam? Okay, like for example, we have some neighboring countries. India has some neighboring countries. Okay, I told you how to remember this. BBMP and SM. Okay, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Myanmar, Pakistan, China, Afghanistan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Maldives. These are the neighboring countries. Now, the question in your exam, which among the following countries, okay, Bangladesh, Pakistan, China, which among the following country has maximum land boundary with India? Which shares maximum land boundary? Answer is Bangladesh. So it's very, very important. The border security force, they are all in this region giving protection. In Pakistan boundary and the Bangladesh boundary, border security forces are there. Okay. So now, capital of Bangladesh is Dhaka, right? And she is the lady. She was preparing. She was there doing higher studies, and now she wanted to return back to Bangladesh and do something for her country. Okay. Now, meanwhile, what is happening? Indira Gandhi, she was a prime minister of India. She realized that country is getting worse. Okay, so by the time this leader was killed, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was killed, the condition is getting worse, so we'll have to do something. So she called an emergency meeting. At that time, the general was General Sam Manekshaw, and he was given a briefing that okay, the situation is out of control, we have to do something. Manekshaw was reluctantly told that we are not going to attack anytime, in summertime because look at this. If I draw this India like this, here we have a mountain range. What is that mountain range? What is that mountain range? Himalaya. And here we have a Pakistan called as East Pakistan. And here we have a Pakistan called as West Pakistan. And here we have a dragon who's that? China. Suppose if India decided to attack Pakistan, who will come for the help? China will come for help. Okay, so Manisha told that, see, look at this. Here we have Himalayas. During summer time, the snow melts, and the Chinese forces can easily come through that, and they can easily help these people. So I'm not going to do it now. I'll wait for some people to come. It was all like secretly planned. Things went on, days went on, and it was on 3rd of December 1971. Okay, 3rd of December 1971, India declared that rescue. They had to normalize the conflict in the East Pakistan. So the Indian government they decided to send some troops in it. So at that time, the general was General Sam Manekshaw. Got it? Now our Indian troops went inside, and in the modern history of war, like you take any country in this world, the shortest war, it is believed that the shortest war between two countries in which 90,000 soldiers surrendered was this war. Okay, the war took place only for how many days? 13 days. The war took place only for 13 days. That means 3rd December it started. 16th December 1971, the war got over because 90,000 Pakistani soldiers they surrendered to Indian army. Okay, they surrendered. Now, after the surrender, what happened? Our Indian leadership, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, what she did, she told that, okay, we will make area, this area as a free country. Now, this will not be a part of these countries. Before 97, 1971, what used to happen? Pakistan will rule this also and this also. They used to have two places, they will rule two places at a time. But now what happened after 1971? This place was declared independent and this was called as Bangladesh. You all understand? This was called as Bangladesh. So Bangladesh became free country in the year 16 December 1971 and 16 December every year we celebrate it as Vijay Divas. We celebrate it as what? Vijay Divas. Okay. Yeah. That is different. This is different. Kargil Vijay Divas is different. That is for the Kargil War. Vijay Divas is different. That is for the Bangladesh Liberation War. And still, there are many things in what happened. Indian troops went, like the valor of soldiers, like Major General Alan Borders. There are many stories we have seen. Now, because of this act, we have a gentleman officer who was in the army. He was given a title as Field Marshal. He was given a rank of Field Marshal. The government was happy with his leadership, and he was given Field Marshal. So now this comes your tricky question: who is the first Indian officer to get the Field Marshal? Answer is Sam Manisha. The first. Okay, we have one more officer. His name is General K.M. He is the second. Okay, so remember we have two officers who got the Field Marshal. We have Sam Manisha and we have K.M. Kariyappa. Who is the first one here? Sam Manisha. Who is the second one here? K.M. Kariyappa. Now look at this. Okay, look at this. Now, January 15th here we celebrate Indian Army Day. January 15th we celebrate Indian Army Day. Why? Because in January 15, 1947, General K.M. Kariyappa took the charge of Indian Army British forces. Okay, now tell me who is senior? K.M. Kariyappa is a senior or General Manekshaw is senior? K.M. Kariyappa is senior. But then why Sam Manekshaw got the first Field Marshal Award and why he got the second? Why he got the second? Now look at this. The armed forces, okay, they realize that we have some seniority, we have to respect the senior. So Sam Manekshaw told that I need to get this Field Marshal Award, but my seniors, if you give it to them, it will be a proper manner. That's why now, because of the seniority, at the same time, he did a very good job. Okay, like Came Karim also did a very nice job. He was there in Sudan, then he came to India, and the moment he came to India, there was the Pakistanis that came to Jammu Kashmir. Okay, they wanted to capture Kashmir. Now, there are so many stories. Everywhere there was violence. Indian army tried to close it. Okay, so that was the leadership shown by the Indian Armed Forces. Okay, so this is one thing, and we have okay. The full name of General Manekshaw is Samji Hormuzji Prem Jamshedji Manekshaw. So this is the complete name. Samji Hormuzji Premji Jamshedji Manekshaw. You guys understood, no? Yes. Okay. So that's what is happening here. And in today's newspaper, there is one more thing going on between the America and the Saudi Arabia. We have a person called as Donald Trump. And who is that other guy? MBS, Mohammed bin Salman. Who is that? Mohammed bin Salman. Okay, so now what is happening between these two? There is good friendship. Okay, some of the American journalists they were not happy with what Trump is doing with the Saudi Arabian leaders. Okay, so I'll just just write down Mohammed. Write down his name, Mohammed bin Salman. Hmm. Okay, look at this. So he is a journalist, named Jamal Khashoggi, and he is the Saudi Arabian king. His name is Mohammed bin Salman. Some years ago, what happened? This man, he was in European countries and he tried everything against this, that this king is not proper, corruption, something like that. Okay. So this was like disturbing the crown prince there. So he wanted to do something. So he was in a hit list. We have to stop this guy. There was a lot of threat, a lot of attempts were made to kill him, but nothing worked. One day, what happened? He had a wife actually, and he decided to divorce. So they were in a country called as Turkey, and in Turkey there was a office. So the CCTV shows that this man Khashoggi, Jamal Khashoggi's entry. After that, his wife is entry. The case got over. Wife went out, but he never came out. The CCTV, it does not show that this man ever came out. After that, it was used that this man is missing. Now, when the people all over the world started searching, it was agreed, it was believed that it was murdered. Okay, now there are a lot of things like how he was murdered. Some say that when he was sitting in a chair, bag was on his face, he was murdered. That what here from this country, Arabian country, some they were already present in the office. They came knives off their body, put acid on their body, and the body was drained in the bathroom. Like that, a lot of stories are there. Nothing has revealed what is the exact thing happened. The only thing what we know is that this man was murdered. Who was murdered here? Jamal Khashoggi was murdered. Now, the motive, single motive, because of who? This Mohammed bin Salman. Okay. Now, what is happening in politics? Americans and the Saudi Arabians. They are different. Good. What the journalist that Donald Trump now, he already has cases on him that he is accused as innocent journalist. So what is journalism? It's an expression. Okay, now this man says that I'm going to give speech and expression in Saudi Arabia. He did some good. Like for example, he has got a chance of getting driving license. Okay, he changed the rules that women in Saudi Arabia and car they will get driving license, etc. Okay, but talking of expression, but then why did this man to express? Okay, he was killed. So because of this fact, what is happening? The journalists around the world they say that yeah, we understood now who and all these things. Okay.